Hello guys, welcome back to another video. And I had filmed this video earlier as well, but I by mistakenly pressed the power button here and the whole thing shut down. The shutdown didn't happen, it went to sleep. But yeah, of course, I was explaining here, and instead of that I just pressed something which I shouldn't have. And I wanted to kind of look, I want to you can say no, I don't know what I am trying to do here is, but trying to if I try to, oh no, yup, that what I no. Now what I want to explain here is I was explaining C because I want to make my host. Now I explained the whole journey what I'm trying to do. So there will be one playlist on coding and one playlist on blog. So I can blog also and code also. Now I'm making my OS, as you guys already know. We are going to be using C in that. C++ maybe and C ASM maybe. I don't know if we are going to be using, but I don't think so. I only will be using C. And let's start with today. I'm going to be teaching you C and how to actually start a virtual VM, so that I will be coming on live streams very soon on this channel as well, so that you guys can actually work with me. And if you want to ask any question answers, you can on the live stream itself about HTML, CSS, any coding language. I will be able to assist you, but except assembly. Okay, assembly I know a little bit, so you can ask, but if I don't know, then don't rely on me. Okay, so yes, we're going to be making, so let's start with today's video. Now I was explaining this is a library. Now there are many libraries like studio.h, and there is like multiple stdio, like this is h, so stdio.h, and there is uefi.h, there is efi.h, there is like multiple libraries. There is math.h, which these libraries have predefined functions, like we don't have to code extra now. If you see this print, now if I just remove this library, now look at this, what happens. Look at that, printf will not work. Now look, now this whole code is useless. It's just working because because I think it's predefining it in this code itself, but if you run it in VS Code, it's not going to work. It's going to print error. But here it's working because of course it's Replit, so it's just fixing it at the back. But if you look here, hello world shouldn't come now. If I run this normally, it shouldn't come. But the thing is, it's just fixing it in the back and all. So if this library is not present, then if I just write math.h in place of this, then it's not going to work. Let me try. Still printing. Okay, stdio.h, if it's not there, it contains print function, contains scanf function, which takes input from the user. So if that's not present, then we are not going to be using printf, scanf. We cannot use those functions. That we need to print like hundreds of lines for one function. Now if I will show you how to make actually a function. So now if you want to print something like an output of that, like a integer value we want to return, then if we don't want to use that, so we can just use void. If we want an integer value at the end, so we can use int. Now I can create a function like world, or I will just write hello. Okay, and then I can just create this function and define it later on in the body. Now what I can do is I can just write, because we have created it int hello, we will be writing, and then what we're going to be doing is this. We're going to just writing printf, and we can at the end also print some integer value. Like if I just write int is an integer, it's a variable type. Now if you're using Python or like Java, I think there's no JavaScript if you're using, then what you're going to be essentially having is like, you don't need to define, you just need to like let, and you're going to be ready for that. But if you want to use this, you need to put every single data type. Now int is an integer, which means a kind of numeric value and all. If you're using double, it means 3.14, like that values. So you are going to have that. So now if I just want to print this, I will be first of all this only, and I will just put that. And we cannot just write print, we need to add printf because that's the function. Now it says it's a non-void. It's a non-void function. It does not return a value. That's the thing. It does not return a value. If it was going to return a value, so we can just write at the return 1. Then it's going to say no error. If I just say that, now you can see it works. But the thing is that it did not print. Now if I just erase this, will it print? Let's see if this function works. No, it will not. Why? Because we are not calling the function itself. We have not even called the function. So how will we call that function is by just writing hello and then this. Yeah. So we're going to be just writing hello and then these two and this. And we have just successfully called the function. And what we're just going to essentially be doing is running it. And you can see if we return, that value first of all is coming. Okay. This value is supposedly coming. So if I want to return a, I can return a, the value of a as well. So suppose I don't want to print all this. Wait, no, it's not going to return like that. Wait. It means there is the value of this. So if suppose I want to make it a void function, or if I'm just by mistakenly in such a big code I've done this mistake, I just write int a and return a, and because it is a is equal to 0, that's a non-error function. So like that also we can do, but otherwise I would prefer, if you're a beginner and all, you can just write printf in the thing and you can just write in that. Don't need to work so hard for all this. So you can just write hello and I can just do this and control enter if I press. So you can see hello is the output of this. If I just don't call this function, what will happen is only this thing is going to be printed. Okay. So for example, here also if I just don't write a return and the body is going to create error. I'll show you how. No, it seems to work. Somehow it seems to work. I don't know how it works, but it shouldn't work. The thing is that. Now for example, if I just create something like this. Int a is equal to 0. And then what I do here is that I just write return a and this. Now a is already defined later in the body, but because it's outside, now it's outside, right? Now the thing I can do here is, now look, suppose I want to write this. Okay, wait. Suppose I want to write this, but I want to also use a. Now I will be like doing this and okay, int a, I'll be passing. Now why have I written like int a? Now why have I written int a? Wait, I just write a over here, and what I can is okay. Wait. Yeah, I think there's what I found out. So if I just write int here. And I write int a here also, and I write int a here also. Int a. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Yeah. Now a is already wait. Okay, I'll just show you something. I'll just show you. I know here what I'm doing, but the thing is that I'm doing it after a long time. I know it, but of course I'm just spending too much of time onto this. Now a you will see here, right? Now when I try to run this, boom, there is error. Why is there error? Because if you see here, we are not passing anything here. So if I just write int here, now you will say, why is it not working? Now if you see, now it will work. Now if I write just hello and then this and then this and then this, now what's going to happen? Can you tell me now? There we go. Why is it returning this value? Why is it returning this value? Because I have written @, which means it's going to tell me the location where it's stored, not the value of that. So now when I delete that out, and now when I try to print it, now it's going to print 0. Now if I just remove the thing for here, but now where have I defined here? Can you tell me? I have not defined it in the function. I'm just using it from the body itself. Just delete all these out and just let's look at the value. Now from where have I done this? I've just explained it in the body. Let's just see what happens when we just delete this out. Boom, there's an error because we are not taking that a. So including a if we print now. So 0's value is here. Now if I keep changing the value, for example 1, printing 1, which means true. 0 means false in computer language, but it's just like that which I'm using. Now we can also use characters here. For example, if I do integer a, I have used comma character b. Suppose I've created a kind of thing. Okay, comma character b. We need to put it in every single. Now remember that. And comma b. Wait a minute. Okay, we'll declare it. We'll declare it. What we wanna do here is just not here actually. We can just declare it here as well. Now what I do is character b, and because it's a character, so we can write only one character. Of course, that you know. Now suppose I'm just going to write any character. Suppose b only I'm going to write here. Okay, this character is going to be printed on the screen with 0. It's not, still not printed. Fine. There must be something. Okay, wait. Of course, printf we need to write here, which I forgot. Perfect. Now it's going to print with 0. There we go, b. Now we can put any character, suppose a. There we go. Now we can also write a string. Now if we write just string here, string, or we can write one more. Yes, character a, and then what we can do is this and 150. Now it means that can contain up to 150 characters. Now if I write the whole string here like this, hello world. Now if I just write this whole thing, now I have defined it here. Now what I can do, I need to define it here. Before that I have already defined this, so I will use C here. And now what I can do is I can write just character C. But before that, let me see if we want to type this as well. Yeah, 150 is of course needed. Let's specify it. Then here we can also do the same thing, char, and this. Perfect. So here also the same thing, char, and then C, and then 150. The same thing here we are going to be using. Okay, 150, same thing. Now we just want to write again printf and this, but this time with S. Now what we are going to be doing is comma C. Now it will print that as well. There we go. But we need all these things in a new line. So what we can do is \n we can put, which means it's going to put all of them in a different line. Let's just do that, and then we can get 0, a, and hello world. So that's a string, character, and now we can also add boolean, which is true, false, and all those things are there. Now there are multiple things here. For example, we can use loops as well. Now we can just create a loop function here at the end. Let's just create that. We can create a for loop. Now what I can do is for int I, suppose I'm creating an integer. Okay, I until it's greater than 10, I plus plus, increase the value of I. Now what I can essentially do is, if I want to just from 1 to 10, if I want to count and print all the numbers, what can I do here is, we just cut this out, put this here. Before that, one mistake we have done here, why we have put this semicolon not required. What we can do is print f, and what we can do here is we can write this and then %d, and we can write I. Yeah. Now what we can do is at the end I plus plus and this semicolon. Now here we can do this. Now if we just, of course we have already called this function, so I think we are going to be, do we require this or no? I don't think so we require it. Let's try. No, this did not seem to work. Okay, wait. Let me try it now. Perfect. I don't think so we require this as well. No, I think we do require this. Okay, we do require. Now if we see here, 1, 2, from 0 it has started, okay, because i's value is 0. But if I just do the i's values to 1, and also one more thing, if we just even do it 0 only, and if I just put this thing at the top here, then let's see what we get. But when we write this, then we don't need to write this. Fine. Now also same thing, but sometimes we need to do all these, so that's why. Now if you want to actually get a kind of pattern. Suppose, okay, first of all, let's do this so that we want to get it in a kind of line. There we go, we got that. Now, suppose we actually want a nested loop, which means a loop inside a loop. Now, how can we do that? Now, suppose we need a star pattern. We can also do that. Earlier, I used to get a lot more confused in these. Still, I get confused. Let's see if I can make it or not. But I think we can. Now, what I can essentially do here is, now you can see. Now, if I am right, so then the first line will be created, then the second line, then the third line, and the fourth line of the pattern. Wait. Or we can go like this. So first, second, third. Okay, we can go like that. Yes, we can go like first, one star, second, third, fourth. We can go like that. So now, if you see, let me try to show you guys this thing. No, wait. I'm very confused about this still nowadays also. So there is still, yeah. Now we can write int j because we want to change the variable, and we can write it to 0 again. And the same thing, guys, we need to use. There is nothing to change here. There we go. That we have got a nested loop. Now you can look at this as well. Now let's see what we get out the output as. We just get it this, but now what if I can do is this. Just need to play around with the code a little bit. You can see this we have got. Okay, but what if I just for example, just do this and I remove the thing. Now you just need to play around with the code. Until and unless you play around with the code, you will not learn. Now you can see, now it comes as this. Now what I need here is, now this I need to do at the end, I think. No, I think I need to do it at the end. No, still no. So what I mean by this at the end is, like, first it does this and then I++ and then jumps to here. But no, it's not going to, no. It's not going to do that. Wait a minute. Let's just play around with the code a little bit and let's see what it does. Okay, it prints it straight, does not print it like that. Okay. What we can do is essentially is just pick out this also and put it at the end of the loop and do like that. Then what we can do is try that once more. Now you can see the pattern is changing, but what we do want here is, like, okay, I will show you what I'm trying to create here. Now if you look, first star, 2 stars, and then 3 stars, then 4 stars. I want to create it like that, so that we get a kind of pyramid pattern. Now if I want to create it, what logically what you will think is, first we get 1 star, then we go into backslash into a new line. Then in the next line we get 2 stars. Okay, and then we go into another backslash. For that, what are we going to need? Now if you are going to see all this thing, so first what we're going to do is this, we're going to create 1 star. Okay, let's see, let's just play around with the code. Okay, no problem. Suppose I want to just run it 5 times, then a loop also like 5 times. Let's run that. Then it prints it 5 times. Okay, let's try it. Wait a minute. Now it comes as this. Now what I want to do is like this. I just need a, yes, so we got one pattern here. We're just spacing, but we don't need only that. We need more things. Wait a minute. Wait a second, guys. Wait a second. Now if I print J only here, suppose for J, wait, percentage D I forgot to write again. Now the code is working perfectly. If you look, 2 to spacing is there. No, but the 2 to spacing is there only. I'm just thinking it very critically. What we have is we want 1 star first, then 2 stars in the second line, then 3 stars, then 4 stars, and then 5 stars. We want it kind of like that. Now I will just explain what I'm trying to do. This, then this, then this, and then this. Now many of you guys super smart will say, just copy it and just put in printf. Man, if you want to create thousands of stars, will you just keep pasting? No, you can't. So you need a loop. So first you will create 1 star, you go into \n. Fine. Okay, wait a minute. We can do one more thing. Let's just place this at its place itself. Wait, why is it there 2 times? Just forgot that. No, then it should be there only one at one place. Just want to do like that. You can see there are groups 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 space 1 2 3 4. So the first is incorrect. I know the second one is correct. First is incorrect. If we remove this, then there is no spacing. Okay, let me try this. Now these are away from this side, and for example, what I want to do here is like, no, absolutely not. No, I don't want to do all this. Just want to do is like add some space to it, not \n either, only a kind of space to it. And then when I run it, kind of thing I got is a little correct, but somewhat wrong as well. So you can see, you can actually debug it with me. Now for I is equal to 0. So what we are going to first of all do is create the first line. What is the, wait, let's just discuss fundamentally. What is the first loop for? First loop is like for creating this side of the chart. Now we don't need to write anything in the we don't need to write anything in this part. We clearly don't need anything in this part of the code. What we need is in the second part of the code. First of all, we did that. Okay, we did all that. Then what we want is second 2 groups. Now first, suppose first one is actually for the rows, number of rows you want. Okay, the first one is first one is for the number of rows, and the second one is for the number of kind of columns. So we want columns, so the second one is actually the middle code we need for that. So in that we need to actually place the thing. So that's what we are trying to now code. Now we got the solution here, but let's see. And also, by the way, we can just add it at the front only then. This is not needed here. Okay, wait. It's going to cause errors. Yes. What the heck is wrong now? Okay. Yep. Forgot that. Totally forgot that. Now it's printing all in one line. Now we want it in the next line. So what we can do is like this. Okay, it's now printing every single in the next line. Every single in the next line. So for that, let's try it. Let's try it. Still no. Wait. try again with a star. No backslash and no nothing. Let's just see. So first we get 2. Okay, wait. We might be onto something here. Okay, so we got at least 2 here if you look. Perfect. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, maybe we want to do this. Maybe let's see. Now this is still coming here. Now if you look, these are coming now. So we want 2 in this. So 1 will be printed there and then it will do a backslash n. Printed backslash n, then it's going to go again up. No, look. So what it's going to do here is essentially like it's going to first of all run this. So it's going to first of all put 1 star and go on to the next line. But we don't need it like that, right? Because what we need is like first line is printed, we go on to the next line. Then we need to print 2 there. Wait, number of rows we want is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if we just decrease the number, let's see which is affected here. Let's see that first of all. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, still 5. Wait, let me just check this out. We might be all wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again 5. No. Let me remove the backslash n. Wait. Let me do that to 5 again. No, it's still that the problem is that. Let's look onto a code. C star pattern. Let's look onto that. Let's go for geeks for geeks. Let's try here. I think we are going to write half pyramid. We are going to try to make inner loop. Now look at this thing. Okay, wait. Let's try to solve it ourselves. We didn't look yet. I just looked onto this that this is at the last. Just looked onto this that this is at the last and like kind of this, and then now at least we have got 4, so it means this is for the rows itself. Fine. Now if I increase to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, it is right now. So it will go into 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Now I want to kind of, it's coming like that. Maybe let's look once again. Okay, it's greater than I. Let's see now. Okay, finally it's greater than I, so one bug can fix everything. But if let's just see one thing. Wait, let me put it where it was. Yes, and now let's put it only to I, and then let's try to debug it. No, it's still not perfect. Wait, let me just take this out. It's going to just print 1 row. Okay, wait, let me see what I was doing earlier will work or not. Backslash n. There are other ways in codes. Okay, there also you can see there. So there is 4, but there are only 3 rows. Okay, that is some kind of, yeah, of course that is present there. So if I just do 10, so that way also it could have been done. The problem was only the comparing. The one comparing also can ruin the whole code. So that's how you're going to build that. So but it's totally different on through UEFI and all. I will show you that code as well. If I just write hashtag include, and if I just write EFI.h, there we go. EFI is also there, but the thing is that it is only used in that kind of thing. It's not used here. We need specific things for that, environment for that. And at last I just want to show you guys the thing which is officially going to be the VM VirtualBox. What you can, I will actually show this on live stream itself. You can just, okay, I will just show them. Click on new, name anything you want to give, and then you're installing Linux, so you can just do this and you can do Debian 64 if you're installing Kali Linux, for example. Do not select the ISO file here, I will say. I will tell you where. Not just put till only the green area I prefer. Okay, not in the red area, only in the green area. Next, how much space you want to give it, accordingly you can give. Then you can finish, and when you try to start it from the button, I'll show. Suppose this is the kind of thing, and you can start it from here. When you start it from here, what you are going to see is like a kind of input device you're going to select. Then only put the ISO, and then try to boot and install everything. I will also share this on the live stream as well. So yeah, I will help you there as well. See you guys in the next one. And finally, I'm going to vlog as well. Tomorrow, let's see if I can vlog. I will go outside. Nowadays, the sun remains at least till not till 6, till 5:30 at least, and then sun goes down at 5:45. So I can vlog pretty much. I've got a lot of time. So I'll see you guys tomorrow in the vlog, and I will edit this video now and post it. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. Goodbye.